Imagine this. It's freezing outside, the garden looks barren, and you're thinking, there's no way I can grow anything in this weather, right? What if I told you that January isn't the end of the gardening season? It's actually the beginning of something incredible. That's right, this chilly, seemingly lifeless month could be the secret to your most bountiful harvest yet. Here's the kicker. The vegetables you plant now in the dead of winter could outshine anything you've ever grown before, but here's the question, what are the right vegetables to plant? Choose the wrong ones, and you're left with disappointment. Choose the right ones, and you're setting yourself up for a thriving, envy-worthy spring garden. So, what are these magical vegetables, and why does planting them now make such a huge difference? Stick around because the answers might just change the way you garden forever. If you're wondering which vegetables you can plant in January to kickstart your spring garden, let's dive into the best options. Planting now isn't just possible, it's strategic. Starting early allows your vegetables to establish strong roots, ensuring a healthier and more productive harvest when the growing season hits its peak. Let's start with spinach, one of the best vegetables to plant in January. Why? Because it thrives in cool weather and grows quickly, making it perfect for this time of year. Spinach seeds can germinate in soil as cold as 40 degrees Fahrenheit, meaning you don't need warm, sunny days to get started. Planting now ensures the roots establish themselves before the warmer days of spring, leading to faster growth and healthier leaves. Here's how to plant it. Choose a spot with well-drained soil and plenty of organic matter. Sprinkle the seeds directly into the soil, about ½ inch deep and a few inches apart. Cover lightly and water gently. If you're in a colder climate, consider using a cold frame or planting in containers indoors to protect the seedlings from frost. Spinach is packed with nutrients, making it a superfood straight from your garden. You can harvest the leaves as soon as they're big enough to eat, and the plant will keep producing. The best part? Spinach doesn't just set you up for an early harvest. It also adds vibrant green energy to your garden in the dead of winter, proving that January is far from a dormant month. Next up is lettuce, a cold hardy vegetable that thrives when planted in January. Why is lettuce such a great choice for this time of year? It loves cool temperatures and grows quickly, giving you a head start on your spring harvest. By planting now, you'll have fresh, tender greens long before most other crops are ready. To plant lettuce, choose a variety suited for cooler weather, like butterhead, romaine, or loose leaf. If you're in a mild climate, sow the seeds directly into the soil, about ½ inch deep and spaced a few inches apart. In colder regions, start the seeds indoors in trays or under a cold frame for protection. Lettuce thrives in nutrient-rich, well-drained soil, so don't forget to work in some compost before planting. Lettuce is a cut-and-come-again crop, meaning you can harvest outer leaves while leaving the plant to grow more. This makes it perfect for a steady supply of greens as the season progresses. Planting lettuce in January not only sets the stage for an early harvest, but also gives your garden a fresh start with vibrant, healthy growth. Plus, who doesn't love the idea of homegrown salads straight from the garden? Now let's talk about kale, one of the hardiest and most rewarding vegetables to plant in January. Why kale? It not only tolerates cold weather, it thrives in it. In fact, kale's flavor actually improves after exposure to frost, becoming sweeter and more vibrant. Planting kale now sets the foundation for a spring harvest filled with nutrient-packed leaves. To get started, decide whether to plant seeds directly in your garden or start them indoors. If the ground isn't frozen, sow seeds about ½ inch deep in well-drained, fertile soil. If you're in a colder climate, starting kale in trays indoors is an excellent option. Transplant seedlings outside once they've developed a few leaves and the ground is workable. Space the plants about a foot apart to give them room to grow. Kale is incredibly versatile. You can harvest the outer leaves when they're young for tender salads or let the plants mature for hearty soups, smoothies, or sautéed dishes. It's a cut-and-come-again crop, meaning you can enjoy multiple harvests from a single planting. Planting kale in January not only ensures a thriving, productive garden, but also provides a steady supply of one of the healthiest greens you can grow. It's a true garden staple. Next, we have carrot. Carrots are a must-grow vegetable for January, and planting them now sets the stage for a healthy and abundant spring harvest. These root vegetables thrive in cool weather, making them perfect for early planting. Plus, they're incredibly versatile in the kitchen, from snacks to soups to roasts. To get started, prepare your soil carefully. Carrots need loose, well-draining soil without rocks or clumps, as these can cause misshapen roots. Dig to a depth of at least 12 inches and mix in compost for added nutrients. Sow the tiny seeds about 1/4 inch deep and space them 1-2 inches apart. Water lightly to keep the soil moist but not waterlogged. One critical step in growing carrots is thinning. As seedlings sprout, you'll need to remove the weaker ones to give the stronger plants enough space to grow. Don't skip this step, it's essential for producing those long, straight roots. Carrots take a bit of patience, with most varieties maturing in 70 to 80 days. But the wait is worth it. Packed with vitamin A and antioxidants, they're as nutritious as they are tasty. By planting carrots in January, you're laying the foundation for a garden full of crisp, sweet, and vibrant roots come spring. Our next vegetable is onion. Onions are a foundational crop that no garden should be without, and January is an excellent time to plant them for a thriving spring harvest. Whether you're growing them for their flavorful bulbs or green tops, onions are a versatile and essential ingredient for countless recipes. To start onions in January, you have 3 options: seeds, sets, or transplants. Seeds are cost-effective but require more time, while sets and transplants are easier and quicker to grow. Choose a sunny location with rich, well-draining soil. Onions are heavy feeders, so mix in compost or organic fertilizer before planting. Space them about 4-6 inches apart in rows, ensuring enough room for bulb development. Onions thrive in cooler temperatures, making them perfect for early planting. They require consistent watering but hate soggy soil, so ensure good drainage. As they grow, watch for their tops to start wilting and turning yellow. This signals they're ready for harvesting. One of the best things about onions is their versatility. You can use them fresh, store them for months, or even preserve them through drying. By planting onions in January, you're setting up your garden with a staple crop that will reward you with robust flavors and long-lasting yields come spring. Come in 7th, garlic. Garlic is a powerhouse crop that every garden deserves, and planting it in January ensures a robust harvest later in the year. Known for its rich flavor and health benefits, garlic is also surprisingly easy to grow, even for beginners. To get started, you'll need garlic cloves, not the ones from the grocery store, as they might be treated to prevent sprouting. Instead, opt for organic or seed garlic from a reputable supplier. Choose a sunny spot in your garden with loose, well-draining soil. Before planting, amend the soil with compost to provide essential nutrients. Plant individual cloves pointed side up about 2 inches deep and 4-6 inches apart. Garlic thrives in cool weather, so January planting gives the cloves time to establish roots before spring growth begins. Water consistently but avoid overwatering, as garlic dislikes soggy conditions. Garlic's growth is fascinating. It begins with a sprout that turns into lush green tops while the bulb forms underground. You'll know it's ready to harvest when the green tops start to turn yellow and fall over. Planting garlic now not only promises a delicious harvest, but also lays the foundation for a sustainable, flavorful, and health-boosting addition to your spring garden. Next, we have peas. Peas are a cold-hardy crop that thrive when planted in January, making them a perfect choice for early garden preparation. Their sweet, tender pods are not only delicious, but also highly versatile in the kitchen. Plus, peas are a nitrogen-fixing plant, meaning they enrich your soil as they grow, a bonus for future crops. To plant peas, start by choosing a sunny location with well-draining soil. Loosen the soil and mix in compost to create a nutrient-rich base. Peas prefer cooler temperatures, so planting them in January gives them a head start before the heat of spring arrives. Sow the seeds about 1-2 inches deep and 2-3 inches apart. Peas grow best with support, so consider adding a trellis or stakes to help the vines climb. This not only saves space but also makes harvesting easier. Water consistently but avoid overwatering. Peas prefer evenly moist soil. One of the best parts about growing peas is how quickly they mature. Depending on the variety, you can enjoy your first harvest in as little as 60 days. By planting peas now, you're ensuring a bountiful spring garden while improving your soil's health for the next growing season. Now let's talk about beets. Beets are a versatile, nutrient-packed vegetable that bring color, flavor, and health benefits to your table. Planting them in January sets the stage for a thriving spring harvest, as beets thrive in cooler weather and establish strong roots early in the growing season. To begin, select a sunny spot in your garden with loose, well-draining soil. Beets prefer soil that is rich in organic matter, so mixing in compost is key. Their seeds are actually small clusters, so soaking them in water for a few hours before planting helps with germination. Sow seeds about 1 inch deep and 3-4 inches apart. leaving room for their roots to grow without crowding. Beets are unique because both their roots and greens are edible. While the roots develop below, their leafy tops can be harvested periodically for salads or sautéed dishes. To encourage consistent growth, keep the soil moist but not waterlogged. One of the advantages of growing beets is their quick turnaround. Some varieties can be ready to harvest in as little as 50 days. By planting beets now, you're ensuring a vibrant, nutritious crop that will kickstart your spring garden while setting the foundation for a season of healthy, abundant harvests. Our next plant is broccoli. Broccoli is a powerhouse vegetable, packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and flavor. Planting it in January allows it to take advantage of cooler temperatures, which are ideal for its growth. Starting broccoli early also ensures a robust harvest by spring, setting the foundation for a garden full of nutritious produce. To grow broccoli successfully, begin with nutrient-rich, well-draining soil in a sunny spot. If you're starting from seeds, plant them indoors in seed trays or small pots about 1/4 inch deep. Keep the soil moist and provide plenty of light, as broccoli thrives with consistent care. If using transplants, ensure each plant has 24 inches of space to allow their heads to develop fully. As broccoli grows, it's important to maintain steady moisture, but avoid overwatering. Adding mulch around the base of the plants helps retain moisture and regulate soil temperature. Fertilizing with a balanced organic fertilizer every few weeks ensures the plants have the nutrients they need. In about 100 days, your broccoli heads will be ready for harvest. By planting broccoli now, you're not only preparing for a delicious spring harvest, but also building a garden that thrives with nutrient-dense vegetables to fuel your family's health. Last but not least, we have radishes. Radishes are the ultimate fast growers, making them a perfect choice to plant in January. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, radishes are an easy and rewarding crop that adds a peppery crunch to your meals. Planting them early sets the stage for a vibrant spring garden filled with quick wins and motivation to keep growing. Radishes thrive in loose, well-draining soil with plenty of organic matter. Sow the seeds directly into your garden bed, spacing them about 1 inch apart and planting them 1/2 inch deep. These little root vegetables love cool weather, so January is ideal for giving them the crisp conditions they need to flourish. One of the best things about radishes? They mature in as little as 25 days. You can enjoy fresh, homegrown radishes in under a month, which is perfect for gardeners eager to see quick results. Keep the soil moist but not waterlogged, and thin out seedlings if they're too crowded. This ensures each radish has enough room to grow. Radishes also work well as companion plants, deterring pests and breaking up the soil for other vegetables. Adding them to your January planting schedule not only prepares you for early harvests, but lays a strong foundation for a thriving spring garden. The cooler temperatures of January reduce the risk of pests, giving your crops a healthier start. Additionally, the head start allows you to stagger your planting schedule, ensuring a continuous harvest. Cold-hardy vegetables like these are designed to withstand the challenges of winter, making them ideal candidates for early planting. By getting your hands dirty now, you're not just preparing for spring, you're setting the foundation for a thriving, abundant garden. It's proof that even the harshest months can be the start of something beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us on this gardening journey. If you're feeling inspired to get your hands in the soil and kickstart your garden this January, make sure to check out some of our other videos. We've got plenty of tips, tricks, and inspiration to help you grow your best garden yet. Curious about companion planting? Or maybe you're wondering about ways to enrich your soil naturally. We've got videos covering all that and more, so don't miss out. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more gardening enthusiasts like you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you'll be the first to know when we upload new content. We've got exciting videos coming up, including how to make your own compost and creative ideas for small space gardening, perfect for all you urban growers out there. Once again, thank you for spending time with us today. We hope this video has set the foundation for a thriving, abundant spring garden. Happy planting, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember, a little effort today can lead to big rewards tomorrow. So keep growing.